welcome to another episode of Football Fired Up. I'm your host, Shahida Chokdar, and with me today, I've got Azad Ali. We'll be discussing game week 12. We'll have our cheeky little quiz in the middle, just to break it all up a little bit.
Here are the results from game week 12. Leeds United 1, West Ham United 2, Wolves 0, Aston Villa 1, Newcastle 2, West Brom 1, Manchester United 0, Manchester City 0, Everton 1, Chelsea 0, Southampton 3, Sheffield United 0, Crystal Palace 1, Spurs 1, Fulham 1, Liverpool 1, Arsenal 0, Burnley 1, and finally Leicester City 3, Brighton Hove Albion 0.
So we're going to quickly crack on with the very first result of the weekend. That was Leeds United 1, West Ham 2.
I want to start with Patrick Bamford, really. So that's how they won their penalty. He's getting into great positions and he's making that great run, which, end result was the penalty, which they put away second chance, really. So luckily as well, that was an embarrassing first penalty. However, West Ham, I'm not sure if you've noticed, but they scored a lot of goals from set pieces. 2 of their goals on Friday night came from set pieces, from a corner when Soucek scored and from a Cresswell cross. So you got to watch out for West Ham. Now, it looks like David Moyes has got West Ham in a training ground in London working on their set pieces. Leeds played really well. They had more of the possession, more passes, more touches, but West Ham's game plan was to press them high, hit them on the counter, get that ball off them as quick as possible. And it worked. Really well done to West Ham. And they're having a great season. 4th position now, I believe. So
no, they're really now into 6th. So obviously a few more games have happened. But they have picked up 12 points from the last 15, which is impressive. I do agree with you. Leeds, we always mention about them shipping goals. Do you think they'll be okay considering their strike force? Definitely. All right, cool. I think we'll go straight to the next fixture. Wolves 0, Aston Villa 1. What do you make of that?
Yeah, I watched that game actually. It was a Saturday afternoon kickoff. Not much to talk about really. Quite defensive. The teams were quite nervous, probably. 2 sendings off and a penalty. Was it a penalty? I think so. I think Jack Grealish is the man to go to for Villa at the moment. They're literally hooking everything on him. He's winning on the fouls. It was him who got the ball. He's held the ball up quite well just outside the 18-yard box. Played in the Scottish international. I forgot his name.
McGinn.
He's come in. McGinn, He's taken it around Wolves' right back, the ex-Barcelona. He's poured him down. Oh, guys, he's put it away. So not much to talk about in that game, but Villa, they're coming up with a game plan. And they're winning their games away as well from home. So, good performance from Villa. Not much to talk about in that game. With Wolves, they're definitely missing the talisman, who's going to be out for quite a while. Not a recognised striker. They got an 18-year-old. He seems quite handy for an 18-year-old. Quite strong, Cost a lot of money, But, not much to talk about in this game.
36 million. Fabio Silva hit the post. I tell you what. You're right about that, Raul Jimenez, because they had a lot of chances. Podence played really well. Silva was okay. Neto played really well. They kind of got to the byline and there was no one in the box. I think they'll get used to it. I think Fabio Silva, this is a great opportunity. I know it's a baptism of fire, but it's a great opportunity to really make a mark. So watch out. If you're an FPL fan, it might be a bargain to put in. So keep an eye on that. Next result, Newcastle 2, West Brom 1.
So, like I said last week, I was quite worried. First minute, he got put on the floor. Miguel Almiron got in and scored a great goal. However, West Brom did get back into the game. And it does look like they are fighting, but I'm not think they got enough, really. However, I have to say, Jacob Murphy, what a ball. To Dwight Gale, what a goal. Great finish. First time cross is dangerous. It's happened twice over the weekend. 2 goals. It's crashed the game as well. Has it? No. It looked like you're frozen.
No, carry on.
Yeah. So it was. I want to say it was an entertaining watch, but Newcastle grinding out a result where a couple of seasons ago it would have been a 1-1 or they would have lost. So Steve Bruce is doing a good job there. I think they're 12th at the moment. But yeah, again, it's one of them. They won 3 games out of the last 5, putting in good, solid performances. I know they played West Bromwich, but still, it's still a difficult team to play as well on a bad day. So they did quite well. So.
No, I agree with you there. In terms of Newcastle, I think confidence plays a big part in terms of how players perform. Like last season, Joe Linton would have messed up that pass. But if you look at the actual through ball to Almiron, it's quality. There's some real quality about it. So I don't know. Let's keep an eye on Joe Linton over the next few weeks. See if he can really push on for Newcastle. You know, they paid big money for him last summer. Well, actually, it was summer before technically, but let's see if he can actually kick on and become the striker that Newcastle thought they were buying. So the next game was probably the biggest game of the weekend. Manchester United versus Manchester City. It finished 0-0. Talk me through it.
Yeah, you said it's the biggest game, but it's probably the biggest disappointment. So I was looking forward to this game. I always do with Manchester derbies. I actually had Manchester United down to win, but yeah, that game didn't really show anything. The football pundits saying that Man City, they've not attacked, they're not entertaining, and that's absolutely right. So it's either Man United shut them out, and Man United and Man City didn't know what to do. They didn't have a plan B. But it looks like Pep Guardiola's got a job on his hand in the new year. So hopefully they go far in the Champions League.
Yeah, I was going to say, do you think he's right to rest Sergio Aguero until he's back to full fitness? Because the Champions League is the overall goal for them. He said that he's not going to bring Aguero in. And that's the sort of player that would have potentially been a match winner even if he had come on for 20 minutes. What do you think about that tactic?
Yeah, as well. There's a lot of game coming over the Christmas period, isn't it? So over the festive period, resting him probably is the right thing to do. In the Manchester derby, I probably would have played him the whole 90 minutes. But yeah, it's difficult. It's not a great watch again, but it's a disappointing. But over the festive period, they've still got the League Cup, haven't they? They got Arsenal, so that's an extra game over the festive period. But then games come thick and fast. Champions League's quite important for Man City. They're not going to win. I don't think they're going to win the league this season. No way, unless all the other teams slip up. So I think Pep Guardiola is going to focus on Champions League. But if you put all your eggs in one basket, season could end up in disappointment. Highly likely. But with Man United, hit and miss. You know, you never know what you're going to get. So.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think a lot of Man United fans are not going to agree with me, but losing this game would have been terrible for us. So seeing that they've picked up a point, they're still, climbing up that table and they're, creating some momentum in the league. It's good. Considering the disappointment from Leipzig, getting that point, make sure that they didn't lose was probably more important than playing gung-ho football and getting the victory. So, on to the next game for them, I guess.
They're 5 points behind with a game in hand. On top.
Exactly. So, potentially they're title challengers. We'll see. The next game, I don't know if it's a shock, but, it's a big result. Everton 1, Chelsea 0. What do you have to say about that one?
A great performance by Everton. You can see that Ancelotti's really geared them up well in training. So to play against Chelsea, Chelsea have been playing really well. So they're 9 games unbeaten? 17 games overall. Yeah, exactly. So again, it's a great performance. They're putting their bodies on the line. The defenders, which I liked. It was a great watch at Goodison Park under the lights with 2,000 crowd. So it was a great performance. Happy for Evertonians. So I have to say it was a good watch overall. But Chelsea had some good hitters missing. Hakim Ziyech, so he was out injured. Reece James, they suppressed him quite a bit, so they couldn't get forward to get the crosses in. But other than that, Gylfi Sigurdsson put that penalty away coolly, as he would do. But yeah, overall, great game by Everton, and unlucky for Chelsea, really. So you got to lose at one point, don't you? So
exactly. So Chelsea went to the toffees and got unstuck. So yeah, unfortunate for them. So today's teaser is going to. I never tell Azad. We said Champions League, but we're going to wait for the weekend for this one. Azad, are you ready? So this is going to be a bit of a challenge. I want you to name me the top 10 all-time leading goal scorers in the Premier League.
Right. Andy Cole,
Yep.
Thierry Henry, Ruud van Nistelrooy. Alan
Ruud
Shearer.
van Nistelrooy is not there.
Is he not? Okay, Alan Shearer.
Yep.
We'll take him off. Jamie Vardy, Harry Kane.
Harry Kane is there.
Yep. Aubameyang.
Jamie Vardy is not there.
Jamie Vardy's not there.
He's not there.
Top 10 leading goal scorers overall. Right. Okay.
All time.
Yep.
So you've got Alan Shearer, you've got Andy Cole.
Yep.
You've mentioned
Thierry
Thierry
Henry.
Henry, and you mentioned Harry Kane.
Yep. Harry Kane. Right. Got 6 more to go. I hope you haven't given me a time limit.
Now you can have another 2 minutes. I'll let your
Did
brain.
I say Alan Shearer?
You've said Alan Shearer.
I've said
It's
Alan
quite
Shearer.
obvious. I'll give you a clue for the next one. Manchester United's leading goal scorer,
Wayne Rooney.
Wayne Rooney.
Yeah. Can't miss
Second
him.
on the list.
Top. Well, top is Shearer, isn't it, at the moment? So
I'll give you another clue.
What? Yep.
If you think of Man United's recent success, if you were to compare that with Man City's success, who would have been getting the goals for them?
You got me, haven't you?
I've got you.
I said Rooney. It can't be Cristiano Ronaldo.
No, it's not. It's definitely not.
Didn't spend enough time. Oh,
Do you want to stop on 5 out of 10?
6 out of 10.
No, you got 5.
Is it 5? Is it 5? Go on, give me more clues. Give me more clues. Apart from
Well,
that
okay, I'll
last
give
one.
you another clue. Think of what the other big clubs are in the Premier League and who might be their top goal scorers.
Okay, what currently or just overall?
All time since 1993.
Overall. Right.
Who are the big teams?
Well, Liverpool, but I can't, they not really had a top goal scorer, have they? They're not consistently throughout the years. You got
Well,
Michael Owen.
they've got Michael Owen is there. He's number 10.
He's there. He's there.
150
Okay,
goals
you got
before
Michael
he went to Real Madrid.
Owen.
He's also
Ooh,
got a
wow,
couple.
good,
Well, he got a couple more for Stoke and Man United, but
Newcastle, yeah.
I forgot he was out in Newcastle.
I don't want to say Les Ferdinand.
No, he's not.
No.
What other big
Dwight
clubs are
York.
there?
Dwight
No.
York.
What other big
No.
clubs are there?
You've got Chelsea. Frank Lampard.
Frank Lampard. Frank Lampard's in
Yeah.
5th. As a midfielder, I think that's outrageous.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah, he got that in 2013, I think, didn't he? So he started smashing those records.
hmm
Everton.
There's no one from Everton. I'm not even going to waste your time.
No. Sergio Aguero.
Sergio Aguero. That is the Manchester City one.
That's
Sergio Aguero has snuck into 4th place.
Wow.
180
Congratulations
goals.
to him.
180 goals.
Yeah. Can't be Van Persie.
No.
Kevin Phillips.
No.
No.
You've named Shearer, Rooney,
Yeah.
Cole, Aguero, Lampard, Henry, Owen. That's 7.
So 3 more to go. Any more clues?
No more clues. One of them's been a journeyman. He's played for a lot of teams. A lot of teams.
Yeah.
One of his teams was Portsmouth.
Okay. Can't be. No one could. It ain't no one could calm me.
Nah, it's not Nwankwo Kanu,
no,
man.
definitely
Come
not
on.
him.
Our Nigerian
Portsmouth,
fans watching.
Peter Crouch.
Nah. He's got the most
It
headed
can't
goals
be.
in the Premier League, but
Yeah.
it's not Peter Crouch.
That's answer my next quiz, but quiz question. Right, no, that's it for me. What's the next 3? You are the 3 I missed.
So you missed out. Number 7, Robbie Fowler.
Okay, yeah, he scored
He
that
was
hat trick against Arsenal. Remember?
Mate, he was electric. When he first came onto the scene, he was electric.
Yep.
Jermaine Defoe?
Okay, Robbie Keane.
No. Harry Kane.
I said Harry Kane.
Did you?
I think so. I did.
Oh, I'm gonna let you have it then. Fine, you can have it. So you've only missed out Robbie Fowler and Jermaine Defoe. So the next one, top 10 players in terms of assists.
Was it Ozil?
No.
Thierry Henry. Robert Perez. Man, you got me. You didn't tell me what the genre was.
You mentioned some Arsenal players. Who's at Arsenal for quite a long time? Think of creativity. If you think of creativity, Dennis Bergkamp is there. He's number 5.
No. Okay. So that's
even more creative than Dennis Bergkamp.
I said Mesut Ozil. Even more creative than Dennis Bergkamp. What, back in the day or modern day football?
He's still playing as a professional football player. Not at Arsenal, but he's still a professional football player.
Theo Walcott.
That's just stupid. Come on.
Cesc Fabregas.
Cesc Fabregas. Guess where he is on that list?
I want to say third.
He's second.
He was
considering he was out in Barcelona for a little while in the middle.
Yeah.
That is astonishing.
Yeah, it's good.
One of these has been in the top goal scorers list. Who do you reckon it would be?
Harry Kane.
No.
Not Henry. Wayne Rooney.
Wayne Rooney. There's another one. Sorry, I missed that Wayne Rooney. Yep.
Shearer.
No. Shearer's a greedy.
Yeah, he was, but he won a lot of headers. It can't be Aguero.
It's not. You're right.
I would have thought it would be Henry, but it's not. It can't be Robbie Fowler. Can't be Owen. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to give up.
Okay. Can you think of any more, or do you want to just give up overall?
I'll just give up overall. Sorry, Shad.
You want to give? That's all right. So, if I was to tell you the midfielder from that list of top goal scorers,
Frank Lampard.
It was Frank Lampard.
Yeah.
If you were to think of iconic Liverpool players,
Steven Gerrard.
Yeah. If you were to think of iconic Manchester City players,
Kevin De Bruyne.
Nah.
No.
Iconic.
David
Silva. There you go. Yeah. When you think of the Premier League, David Silva was there for a long time. I don't think you're going to get the other 3. So, David Beckham.
David Beckham. Just was there. Push me towards it.
All right. One of them is still playing in the Premier League right now. And he has been there for ages.
Oh, James Milner.
There you go.
Yeah.
And the last one you're not going to get.
Go on. Push me.
Push you. Yeah. Played for Manchester United. He was a striker.
Yeah.
But I think he was more like a number 10 than a number 9.
Okay.
But he played for United, won the Champions League.
Which year? Which time?
I can't give you too many clues. Come on.
Think
about it.
No, he's still. Did you say he's still playing?
No, I didn't say still playing. James Milner was the one still playing.
He was. Who was it that who's? It's not Carlos Tevez. It's not
look at your face. What's that?
It's not Teddy. It's Ronaldo.
No, what was that?
Teddy Sheringham.
There you go, mate.
Is that Teddy Sheringham?
Teddy Sheringham, very creative player. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So that was a good bit of trivia. It's good to see Azad struggle a little bit, isn't it?
Well, that's the thing. The truth is, I've been working all day. So, but no, these are tough questions. You got to once you start pushing me, I'll get the answer.
It's not easy. I give you that. You have to think of it's over a 25-year period. So
yeah, exactly. And who would have got Teddy Sheringham? And he's
no one's getting Teddy Sheringham. I was horrible for that. I'll take that back. Oh wait, we still haven't said number 1.
Who's the top assist? Go on, push me again. Go on. Sorry,
Manchester United player. It's obviously going to be a United player. Who is it?
Giggs.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you have it. Those were your top 10. Giggs, Fabregas, Rooney, Lampard, Bergkamp, Silva, Gerrard, Milner, Beckham, and Sheringham. I think the one that surprised me is Milner. I didn't realise he got that many assists, but
he played for Swindon Town.
I know.
Didn't he? Yeah.
What a legend. Leeds United, Swindon Town,
Newcastle.
Manchester City, Newcastle.
And
Was he at
Arsenal could have had.
Newcastle?
I think he was. Yeah, he was.
Don't remember if he was. Okay, but cool. Let's go on to the next 5 fixtures.
Is there any more?
Nah, there's no
I
more.
want more
No
questions.
more. There's no more. So I'll have a quick share of the screen. Let's have a little look. So Southampton 3, Sheffield United 0. What you got to make about that?
Yeah, I was saying to you just before we started the recording, Southampton, they're organised. They got a great midfield balance. Romero and James Ward-Prowse. He's playing that, that, what do you call, a free role. So getting forward, he's doing all the defensive work. Are you going to go be creative, get all the goals, set them up? But Romero did it as well, get an assist as well. Again, they got Che Adams as well. You said about the Wolves young lad, 18-year-old coming in. You've got Che Adams. He's coming in now. I've not heard of him before he played for Southampton. Now he's wearing number 10 shirt for Southampton, starting every game. So fair play to him. He's played for Sheffield United, didn't he? Vestergaard, right? You're going to laugh, and I think the viewers are going to laugh. Vestergaard, he is 28. Denmark. I would say he's the next. I wouldn't say exactly the same, but Virgil van Dijk. So a top team will come in for him in the summer. And Southampton are usually the stepping stone for many players. So, but at 28, they're not going to get that much money for him. But, he's played really well this season. Really well. He's a tank as well. So no one's getting around him. But yeah, fair play to Southampton. Ralph Hasenhüttl is coming, as we discussed. This time last year, they were getting top 9-0 at home by Leicester. This season, he's got Southampton playing now in 4th position. So yeah, really well organised, great pattern of play. The players know what they're doing. They know where they are, playing that ball, playing that 1-2s, getting their goals. So yeah, very well to Southampton. I've missed out Sheffield United. Just, what can you say? They're either unlucky or just really bad. So yeah.
So do you reckon teams should definitely give managers time to implement their plans?
100%. So I can go down the list and say, you give those managers 2-3 years, they get their own team. Like, look at Moyes when he was at West Ham at 17-18 season. He got sacked within that season.
No,
Moyes
he didn't it wasn't the same as being sacked. He was
he's caretaker, wasn't he?
He did the job, and then they hired somebody else. It's a bit harsh, but
yeah. But look at, he's got his own team now. He's got them playing together. Brendan Rodgers, I know he didn't have a bad start at Leicester. He had a great start, but he's a great manager. He's got them playing. Look at Klopp as well. He didn't win a title in the first 3 seasons, did he? So you've got a team together. He's now won the league now. Jose Mourinho, you would think he would do it faster than any other manager, and he's doing it at Tottenham. Last season, he criticised Tottenham quite bad. Everton, Ancelotti, he only came in this time last year, didn't he? Played his first game against Arsenal. Getting his team together. This league is becoming good. It's getting better and better every day. So, yeah, give managers those time. So, Sheffield United, who could come in and save Sheffield United now? Why can't they just have that?
Maybe Tony Pulis. Who else is there?
Tony Pulis would not leave Sheffield Wednesday to go Sheffield United.
That's true. What about Sam Allardyce?
It's
got to be, hasn't it? People who keep people up, Sam Allardyce, Tony Pulis.
Yeah.
They're meant to go to.
Maybe. But Tony Pulis is out the running, definitely. He's at Sheffield Wednesday. But maybe Sam Allardyce. But yeah. Or maybe stick with a manager who knows the players.
Yeah, no, that's not a bad shout.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll carry on down the list. Crystal Palace 1, Spurs 1. Before I hand it over to you, I keep talking about confidence in football. I think I saw the best 90 minutes that Christian Benteke has played in the last 2 years in this game. Yes, he missed chances, but he bullied that Spurs back four. All day, he bullied them. And I think if you're playing against Spurs, that's the formula. You've got to take your big centre forwards and put them on Eric Dyer and Alderweireld and get up that pitch because, Spurs look scared. They looked scared to fight against Benteke, and I was impressed with Palace. They have a game plan you mentioned earlier on, and they delivered. But what do you think about Spurs' performance then?
They played a lot of games. They played a lot of games in the last couple of weeks, haven't they? Sunday, Thursday, Sunday, Thursday, Sunday, Thursday. But they rotated around quite a bit. But Spurs ain't gonna win every game. Against Palace, I had that game down as a draw. And that was the outcome. So it was always going to be a hard trip to Palace, especially in front of fans. First time they've been there. Selhurst Park. But yeah, they're not going to win every game. Spurs, again, they played well, but unfortunately they conceded a sloppy goal. So from that free kick, right? So it's happened. But one thing I have to say about Palace, Roy Hodgson, like you said with Benteke, he's a tool that you need to use him. He's a unit. You just get to say to him, look, you're not going to get many goals, but just get in their faces. And that's all you have to do. Be occupied by the centre half. Wow, you got Eze, Zaha, James MacArthur, Slot running in behind them. And that's what Palace did, and they won. But going back, Roy Hodgson, again, you've given him a couple of seasons. Now he's got his team. Now they're a great side. I like them. But we'll see how they go.
I'm the opposite. I don't like the way they play football, but you got the budget. You got to do what's available, like the best job you can do to what's available. And you're right. Roy Hodgson has done a good job overall.
Definitely a good job.
Fulham won, Liverpool won.
Yeah, well, Shad, you said that Fulham played really well. They had the most clear-cut opportunities, but I was more looking at a stats point of view. And I think you're right, to be honest. Fulham did have the opportunity, especially in the first half. I think they should have had a penalty.
Yeah, definitely a penalty. I don't know what Carragher's on about. It's not penalty!
But he's a Liverpool fan, yeah, definitely, it was definitely a penalty. But Liverpool, Jota out 6 to 8 weeks. Matip limped off at half time. It's going to be very challenging, Shad. Very challenging.
Do you reckon we'll hear Klopp moaning about Chris Wilder again and again and again?
Potentially. He could say fixture, pile up. He could throw everything under the sun, really, and, make up all those excuses. But, yeah, I don't want Spurs to win the leagues. If I want anyone else, it'd be Liverpool. But, yeah.
Fair enough. Do you reckon Fulham could stay up? That was a really promising result. Like, Caballero missed chances, but he's getting into positions. Do you reckon, they've got that fighting spirit, I feel. Do you reckon they can maybe pull away?
They got a really good manager in Scott Parker. He looks like he's got a dressing room. He's not a man that you're going to mess about, right? Not Scott Parker. So if you look at the results, 1-1 against Liverpool, 2-0 against City, that's not a bad result there. Beat Leicester at Leicester 2-1. Lost to Everton 3-2. That was a slop. They did start sloppy. Lost to West Ham 1-0. Beat West Brom 2-0. Lost to Palace 2-1. Drew against Sheffield United. Lost to Wolves 1-0. Then lost to Fulham 3-0. That's the only anomaly in that results. And that was 28th of September. So, I mean, they're closing the gap. They're competing. They're organised. It's just, putting that away. They missed 2 penalties, don't forget, Shad, in 2 different games. So
could be the difference between staying up and going down, I guess, but that's life.
It's about gelling together, and I think they're starting to gel. We'll see over the next festive period. So that's where things could change. Especially this year, where the table, you get 3 points, you're literally top half of the table, straight from 17th. So, yeah.
All right, well, this is your favourite segment of the show. Arsenal 0, Burnley 1. We talked about giving managers time. Does Arteta deserve any more time? We're not even going to talk about the game because Arsenal were rubbish. They're horrendous. Xhaka, shambles. Aubameyang finally scoring but at the wrong end of the pitch. Do you want to talk about the game?
Well, let me say, right. So let me start off by saying I never watched the game on purpose. I decided to watch Home Alone 2 with my nieces and nephews, my brother's kids. I never watched them on purpose because I don't want to waste my time anymore on Arsenal. I think that sums it up, Shad. Don't you think?
It does. It does. But the thing is, the question is then, do you think Arteta deserves time to develop his team?
Yeah, I think so. I think so because he only came in this time last year, same as Ancelotti, right? So he needs to get his own team together. Over the summer, his acquisitions were good. Thomas Partey was good. He got Willian, and I thought, yeah, great, but he's not done anything. So he needs another season or two. As long as Arsenal don't get relegated, and I think they could do without European football on Thursday night. Honestly, I think they could do without that. So he can focus on the team during the week. So, or do a Klopp. Yeah, or do a Klopp and send his assistant manager to these games. It'd be disrespectful, but it's got to be done. You focus on the first team, you get the second team on a Thursday night. Easy as that. Why not? But I think Arsenal could do without missing European football, so they can be fresh and ready to go for the Saturday or Sunday. Although they rotated around, but they've just drawn Benfica. And they're not going to be easy games.
Yeah, they're probably going to get knocked out against Benfica. So it's probably a blessing in disguise. Blessing in disguise for you guys. You got no European football next season. Let's be honest, you're not winning Europa League, okay?
Yeah, well, that's what happened last season. They lost Olympiacos, didn't they, just before lockdown? And then when they came back from lockdown, they lost their first 2 games, but then they went on to win the FA Cup. So we don't know. We don't know with Arsenal. You don't know what's happened then. It looks like there's a lot of frustration. Pepe getting sent off, Xhaka getting sent off. So there's a lot of frustrated players. I don't think there's nothing inside the club. I think it's just not going well for them. I think teams are playing really well against them. Like Burnley, they turned up and defended with 2 banks of 4s against Arsenal. And Arsenal just were unlucky not to score. And I think you agree with that, surely. So they were unlucky not to score. They had 6 shots on target, but they had 18 shots. So
it happens. I think that the thing is, apart from that Lacazette chance, I don't really feel like there's just something wrong at Arsenal right now. I think Arteta might have lost the dressing room. I don't think they believe in his project anymore. You hear about was it William Saliba saying, "Oh yeah, Guendouzi's playing really well. He was locked up like me." So that was your major acquisition. I remember I have a friend called Jimmy. He said, "You know what? Saliba is going to be the next big thing in European football. He's got a season at Saint Etienne. They should have let him play the cup final. Why would you bring the guy back when Saint Etienne have got a cup final? Let him play, then come to Arsenal as a happy guy. If they win, you've got a guy who's ready to fight." But you've too many mistakes, basically. Arsenal are too greedy. The ownership obviously isn't going to change because it's a cash cow for them. So I fear for Arsenal over the next few years. I feel for the fans. A lot of them are going to be resigning from watching Premier League football. But we'll go on to the final result of the weekend. Leicester 3, Brighton 0. What do you have to make for that result?
Yeah, I think Leicester finished the job in the first half, but I want to start with Welbeck. A great talent, and he should have finished that 1-on-1 that Jahan Bakash, his first game for Brighton. He put on a great ball into Welbeck, 1-on-1. He needs to be ice cold there. He needs to be a Jamie Vardy and put that away. And that would have changed the complexion of the game. So Leicester would have been chasing, Brighton would have been defending. But however, big advantage for Leicester with Maddison. He could have been out injured. He's getting sharp again. He's played the last couple of games, but he was a doubt, but he did play, scored 2 fantastic goals. Jamie Vardy, what can I say? He's the man, isn't he? He's the man. And he's a player that you'd love at any club. So I'm just going to go back to Arsenal. You put Jamie Vardy at Arsenal, he won't get as many goals.
That's
true. Because the way the opposition defend against Arsenal, that's why. But however,
I don't know about that. I think Leicester have got more creative players. They've got a game plan, you know. Pengtinkle Maddison plays with Vardy. Yeah, that's what it is.
But he's class.
He is class. They're in the top 4 right now. Do you reckon they're gonna stay in the Champions League place by the end of the season?
You know what? I hope they do, because they gave me so much excitement in 15-16 season, Champions League football the next season. So I hope they do. Those fans are amazing. I love the Empower. It's the Empower. Sorry, I can't remember what it's called now.
What are you on about?
Leicester City's ground, Philbrook Street.
Oh, God.
Leicester City's ground. Yeah.
King Power.
The King Power.
Not Ed Power. That's an energy company.
That's an energy.
You're running out of energy, man. You're running out of energy. It's getting late.
Oh man, it's 10:30 at night. I've been working since 9. Yeah, absolutely. Leicester, they deserve that European football, and I'm really looking forward to watching Leicester in the second phase of the Europa League. So, but yeah, great performance by Leicester. They finished their job up, and Brighton again, hit and miss. I reckon relegation dogfight for Brighton at the moment. So
I hope so. I don't like him. I have put
You don't
Danny
like
Welbeck
Brighton?
into my FPL team, but I hope to get relegated. I'm not going to lie. Unfortunately, it's hard to see who's going to catch them. They've got those few points, and every single week, West Brom, they're gone. Okay, Fulham, maybe, I don't know, if they get a result in the next few games, maybe they can come up. I think it is Brighton versus Fulham this week. That could be that's definitely a 6-pointer. If I'm right, that's a 6-pointer if ever I've seen one. If Brighton win that, it just kind of pushes Fulham down and propels them away. But if Fulham wins that, we will have not just a great season at the top, but a great season at the bottom as well.
Yeah. Well, if you think about Tuesday's games, there's Wolves against Chelsea, Man City against West Brom. So I don't think it's West Brom Fulham. You got Arsenal against.
No, I didn't say West Brom Fulham. I said Brighton Fulham.
Oh, Brighton Fulham. Sorry. Yes, you're right. Yeah, that's it. So,
Big 6-pointer.
6 points. Arsenal Southampton. Another defeat for Arsenal. Leeds Newcastle. That'd be interesting. Leicester Everton. Be a great game to watch. Fulham Brighton. Like you said, 6-pointer. It's a must-win game for either team. Liverpool Spurs. Got to watch that.
That's probably going to be the game of the season so far. Let's be honest.
Yeah, 100%. Liverpool got to win that, I think. That's a 6-pointer, Shad. Because whoever wins is going to get that momentum. If Liverpool could take the win out of Spurs' sail before Christmas,
yeah,
that's it. Or vice versa. And West Ham Palace, London derby, but it'd be a good game. But yeah, all on Amazon Prime.
I know.
Not sure if we're allowed to mention that, but
okay, but cheers, Jeff. Jeff Bezos. What a guy.
Yeah. And then you got Villa against Burnley. Not a good game.
That's a boring game. No one's watching that, let's be honest.
No one's going to watch Sheffield United, Man United, let's be honest.
I'm watching it, man. Shut up, man. What are you on about? United are a big team. We're a big team, yeah? We're not like Arsenal.
No. I'm telling you, when it comes to 6 o'clock on Wednesday night, I'm not watching Arsenal Southampton.
No, man, please watch it so that we can quiz you on it.
Quiz me on it after, but yeah. But yeah, good week.
Right. Fair enough. I like that. But we're going to wrap it up, I think, because obviously we've got another game week coming up. People don't want to hear us too much. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you very much, Azad, for obviously being on the show. And until the next time, people, stay safe and we'll see you soon. Goodbye.